That's right, folks. It's going to be a Meg episode. Stick around for the fun. Here's the clicker. No one would blame you.
Hello and welcome to episode 367 of the Heart of Markness Led Zeppelin podcast. And yes, this is a Meg episode. It is John Paul Jones with Diamanda Galas, December 8th, 1994, in my town, Portland, Oregon, in the ballroom of the Portland Art Museum. Why did I choose this? Well, because it is Led Zeppelin adjacent. And as you know, unless this is your first time, if this is your first time, welcome. What I do is I choose shows that are Led Zeppelin shows or Led Zeppelin adjacent shows, recordings of them, bootlegs, as they're known colloquially, and play some things and give some context. This is kind of neat stuff. I was going to throw it up as the Patreon broadcast for the month for the paid members, but, you know, I enjoyed this. And I wanted to share it with you guys because, first of all, it's pretty esoteric. Not a lot of folks know about this, and even fewer appreciate it. Diamanda Galas is an avant-garde singer. She has an 8-octave range. She does crazy-ass avant-garde shit, so she can sound a little Yoko Ono-ish at times. But she is absolutely incredible talent-wise and vocally. And she did an album with John Paul Jones back in the 1994 called The Sporting Life, and it is heavy. It is heavy because lots and lots of fat bass and craziness. What I'm going to play for you now, along with the craziness and heavy, fat bass, is also some R&B and soul and bluesy vibe stuff with Jonesy on the keyboards. So, let's jump in to that. First of all, we're going to go with the old chestnut, The Dark End of the Street. You've heard this song before. It's a standard, and you're going to hear it again. And Jonesy's on keyboard, and Diamanda Galas on her voice. And let me see if I have a list of anybody else. Yeah, Denny Fongheiser on drums. So it's just them. Jonesy, Diamanda, and Denny. Cool beans, man. This is a recording which was touched up and remastered and re-EQ'd, so it sounds even better, and that fat bass, which you'll hear not in this song, but in another, will make you happy. So, buckle up if you're still here. If you didn't grab the clicker, let's jump in.
It's been dark.
That was awesome. Yes, her voice is over the top, but she does it on purpose. That's what she's doing. That's her thing. But what I loved was John Paul Jones. That's what we're listening to, right? John Paul Jones. And that's badass. And I love the fact that Jonesy, of everybody, has the most eclectic and coolest post-Zeppelin career. I mean, he's worked with Paul McCartney on Give My Regards to Broad Street. He did the Scream for Help soundtrack with Jimmy Page and John Anderson. And then Diamanda Galas, Thurston Moore, Sons of Chipotle, Super Silent, all that crazy bluegrass shit, C6 Steve, Them Crooked Vultures, Lenny Kravitz, The Mission, UK, Cinderella, The Butthole Surfers. Holy shit, man, that's quite a resume. And he is low-key, super-duper cool. All right, now that we've gone through that litany, I want to tell you, first of all, friends, if you are a patron on the paid tier, if you're paying $5 a month or more, you get access to the cloud drive on which this show resides. So if you are in that number, you can jump up on the cloud drive and grab this show for yourself in its entirety. And the set list is as follow. Skodosemi. That was off their album. That was kind of the single, if there was one. Do You Take This Man? Dark End of the Street, which we just heard. Gotta Move, Deep in My Heart, Devil's Rodeo, Let's Not Chat About Despair, Last Man Down, Baby's Insane, Hex, The Sporting Life, You're Mine, and then Communication Breakdown. That's right. So you can get that if you is a patron, so that's one of the perks. All right, friendos. Or you can just get this. I mean, I got this on Dime a Dozen, so it's not like I'm hoarding this. It's on dimeadozen.org. Get BitTorrent, get it for free. No problems, right? Right. But I don't understand BitTorrent. Well, figure it out, friend. Figure it out. It's not hard. Okay, moving along to Numero Dos. Numero Dos is going to be, Devil's Rodeo. Fat Jonesy bass, her doing her shit, and the drummer. It is cool stuff. Very interesting, and you get to hear Jonesy's ridiculously fat bass in 1994. That was cool. That was cool. Again, I understand this is a Meg episode. This is the least appealing show that I could have presented to you as Zepp fans, but it's got John Paul Jones playing killer bass, sounding fat, that alembic, not alembic, but I guess it was Manson at that point. I don't know. That fat bass sound. And it's cool. I hope you like it. And did you know that this entire organization, all 750,000 of us, that's counting my employees, are here simply due to the Titans, upon whose shoulders rest this humble yet mighty podcast. I'm, of course, talking about my patrons. I mentioned it briefly earlier. Patreon.com/heartofmarkness. What we do, if you are a patron, you can be a free member, which is just I like your podcast, click, doesn't cost a dime. And what you get is every week you get a little bit extra. Like I'm going to jump over after this this episode is done. I'm going to play another song or two over on the Patreon from this show, and we'll go into it a little more. That's all. Every week there's just a little more, like an extra chapter. And if you are, as I mentioned earlier, one of the paid patrons, you also get, in addition to the free every week extra bonus one, you get your own podcast episode just for you that typically deals with some of the rarer, more esoteric stuff like this Diamanda Galas show. But I wanted to, edify the masses, as it were. So I think I'm going to do something a little more standard for you guys this month. And that may be the Northbridge D-Mix remaster of the very last Led Zeppelin show, July 7th, 1980. And you're like, yippee, that show's garbage. It isn't, though. I mean, it is kind of. But it's got that really, really cool, never played like that before, or again, a whole lot of love. And it sounds really good. And because it sounds really good, it sounds more compelling, it sounds more cohesive and together, and it's neat. So maybe that's what I'll give the patrons this month. Who knows? Who knows? But another thing they get, aside from their own episodes every month, they also get their names read, if they like. A couple times there have been people who are like, don't read my name. But not this time. So a Laurel and hearty handshake goes out to Terrence, Jimmy, Expat Mike, Stefan, John, Gary, Keith, Tilda, Steve, George, Big Ed, Kenny of similar size, Picard, Knegern, Wayne, Brad, Danielle, Tracy, Other and Supreme David, reminding you to get a colonoscopy if you need to get a colonoscopy, Bonzo Billy, and Mimo. Thank you, friends, for supporting the podcast, for supporting yours truly. You pay for the websites, you pay for the microphone I'm talking through, you pay for the computer, all that stuff in the hosting, and all the hosting. Thank you so much, friends. Super important, super grateful for you, and you keep me coming back every week doing this. So, if that's something you might like, take a look. Patreon.com/heartofmarkness. I am also on YouTube if you want to listen to these episodes on YouTube. It's just like listening to it now, except it's on YouTube. And I have a Facebook group, The Heart of Markness, with about 400 classic rock Led Zeppelin fans there. If you want to talk shop, if you want to talk bootlegs, if you want to talk Zeppelin, Jimmy Page, whatever, join up. Everybody there is nice. And lastly, I have two websites, theheartofmarkness.com, where I post these there too as well, and Merch of Markness, where you can buy t-shirts and cups and mugs and all that stuff with my branding and my coolness stuff on it that will make you happy forever. All right, here endeth the lesson. I am done. One last song for you, and it is Baby's Insane, and it is another soulfully organ kind of thing like Dark End of the Street, and I think you're gonna really like it, because I did. And if you didn't, well, then you probably should tune out and go to another episode. No one will blame you. Here's the clicker. Here we go.
I was covered in blood. The war cities where a good man can age. I know that you love you, but it's time to move on. Don't miss the bus, 'cause baby's insane. Baby's insane. Baby's insane. Ooh, baby's on a dribble on a
There you have it, folks. 3 songs, 22 minutes. Not bad. Almost like a Ramones show. I hope you liked it. It's nice to stretch your wings a little bit, hear something a little out of the ordinary. And you gotta admit, that keyboard playing, top fucking notch. Doing the bass with his feet and the keyboards with his hands. Bless the man. I hope you enjoyed this. Diamanda Galas, John Paul Jones, Portland, Oregon, December 8th, 1994. Next week, we'll do something a little more mainstream. Don't you worry. And in the meantime, thank you to whoever it was in Singapore who listened to my podcast 508 times over the last month. Appreciate that, buddy. Holy shit. All right. Well, please be good to yourselves and each other, and I'll talk to you next week, God willing. All right. See ya.